do you like it,
Woo!
Babz?
Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. This is LoveBabz, LoveTalk. That's Harry Charles with the world on his shoulders. Welcome to LoveBabz, LoveTalk. What time is Word on the Street? 10:15?
9:40.
9:40. I think we should stick to that time so everybody will look forward to it every day at 9:40. Because if we start moving the time around, I'll get all these texts.
I'm not sure. I think you said today 10:15. I'm not sure.
I think today is 10:15. But I'm saying, let's keep it at 9:40 every day for whenever we do it, so people know to look forward at 9:40.
Yeah. And tomorrow is 9:40.
Yeah.
Everybody's jumping in.
Huh?
Everybody's jumping in on the action, Babz.
I love it. Oh my God, it's so much fun. It really is fun. And I'm telling you, the last two I learned so much. had no idea. Had no idea. I can't wait to see where they go today. And I don't even want to know beforehand. Like I want to be surprised just like the audience. You know?
Oh, I still got this music on.
Yes, you do. Are you in New Haven? You act like you've never been there before.
Yeah, I'm in New Haven. I can't get used to it. Can't get used to it because I used to get up so early to be here before.
Yeah.
Now it's like I can't.
Oh, you're just out of habit. That's all. It's just out of habit. You get back into the habit, you'll be like, oh, okay. It's just like riding a bike.
So I was here, around 7:50 to 8 o'clock every day. But, today I left the home at 7:30.
You're okay.
And, it should be 45 minutes tops.
Did you stop to get your coffee?
I stopped and got my coffee.
I don't know why you don't make coffee at home. You got all the coffee you like at your house. And, and you got containers.
Yeah, I got plenty of those. But
I mean, you can make the coffee to exactly how you want it.
But it's insane how many school buses are out there.
There's a lot of kids.
Everybody needs to go back home. Stay home.
Harry, we cannot have kids staying home. They have to go to school.
Virtual
what are you
learning.
Talking about? Oh, now that you don't have kids at the house, you're like, oh, they should just stay home. You wasn't saying that 20 years ago.
Stay home. I mean, I stay off the roads.
Yeah, you wasn't saying that 20 years ago when you're kids. You were like, why aren't they going to school? How many days do they have off?
Yeah, it's rough out there. It's rough out there. I think Connecticut drivers are the worst drivers.
Yeah, I've seen worse. I think Jersey. Oh no, I think Jersey has us beat hands down.
I'm gonna say I don't even want to say nothing. I might have to drive through Jersey. The police in Jersey are the worst. The state police, everything.
No, I didn't say that.
I said it, but
I'm not. I don't want them looking for my car.
I guess I'm not going to a Giant game again.
I'm not trying to get pulled over for nothing. Oh, no way, Jose. It's another cold morning in the Elm.
Freezing.
So we're getting ready for the storm, I guess. The impact. Now they're calling it an impact. I was like, what? Where did they get this weather language?
They don't know.
Like I'm in a sci-fi movie. Impact. I'm thinking, Harry, I'm not in the mood for a blizzard. But it doesn't matter because I don't have to do anything. When I had my house, I had to be out there shoveling. When you're a homeowner, you got to take care of those things. I don't have to do that now. I'm a renter. So my neighbor upstairs who owns the house, he has people come and clear the driveway, clear the stairs, salt. So they do all. So by the time I get outside, Harry, it's as if it didn't even snow.
I don't know. Did it snow last night?
No, but it's gonna snow
Oh, it snowed in
tomorrow. It's
Waterbury.
gonna snow. It's gonna snow tomorrow tonight in the morning. A little bit, like an
We
inch. They said.
Yeah, we had something, a dusting or something last night.
I'm gonna cover my car tonight,
That
just
you know
so that
what?
I don't have to
I think you
cover it.
should
I don't have
cover
to
your car
clean it.
anyway. I should have, if I would have had my car covered, my windows covered this morning, I wouldn't have had to wait for my car to defrost.
Well, you know what you can do? You can keep a bottle of vinegar and water or window cleaner in your car, and that'll defrost it quickly.
And then my window wipe wiping fluid was frozen.
Mm.
It wouldn't spray anything. Right now,
You don't have a starter where you could click from your house?
yeah, Karen does that. I don't do that. You talked about that yesterday. I don't
Why don't
warm
you
up
do
my
it
car.
that way? You can warm up your well on days like now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a bad idea because you can defrost the windows and all that other stuff. That way, by the time you get to your car, you don't gotta start it, right?
And then of course you have to remember to leave the heat on.
All right. So what's the problem?
Yeah,
Harry,
I forget to
you
leave the
make
heat
too
on
many
because I don't
problems.
I don't
Just
I don't
leave the
really
heat
turn on the
on.
heat. I don't turn on the heat
You
only
drive a
to
cold car?
only to defrost. Well, I turn on the heat when Karen's in the car because she's always cold.
Well, just turn it on, and then when you get in the car, just turn it off.
No, I know. I just got to remember when I get out to turn it up. This way, if I have to defrost everything. Like
How
this
hard
morning
can
when I
that
got in
be,
my
Harry?
car, as I'm walking to the car, I hit the remote starter, which isn't doing anything. But when
I just don't get the sense that you want a happy life. Like you don't want easy.
I
You
should have
just
I
like
should have done
you just
that
like to be
30
dragged
minutes
over
earlier.
nails. I'm like, I have all those things. I'm like, oh, I got this. Let me handle this. Let me do this. I'm one for comfort and ease. You seem to be. I got to make it the hardest possible thing.
I tell you.
Understand that?
And I was trying to decide whether I go to the lab to do my urine sample or
You still haven't
I
done
still
it?
haven't done it. It's hard to do it after work
Why?
because there's
Why is
lines
it hard?
at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. For some reason, urgent care is full.
Because people are getting off work just like you are.
People need to stop getting so sick around that time.
Why didn't you just go when you should have went? I don't.
Well, it's too late now. So I could go at 8 o'clock in the morning, but that means I
I know,
wouldn't
but
make
then
it
you're gonna
here.
complain about that.
But then I wouldn't make it here today.
Well, you did, but you wasn't there yesterday. Why didn't you go yesterday?
That's a good point. Babz.
You can go tomorrow.
No, tomorrow's gonna be a blizzard, right?
No, the blizzard doesn't happen till Saturday.
Oh, okay, so I'll go tomorrow. So
Yeah,
we'll
go
do.
tomorrow so you can get it out the way.
Oh wait, we have word on the street at 9:40, so I just got to be back. We might start a little late tomorrow, but we'll be back for.
How far you gotta go?
It's not far. It's just depending on who's in front of me.
Okay.
I mean, actually, they should just give me the cup, and
That's not how that works. 'Cause people do tricky things.
I'm not an athlete, having somebody else pee for me.
You don't have to be an athlete. You just be somebody who want to keep their job.
Oh, that's
Right in
right.
your house, little kids.
That's right. People get physicals to get their jobs, right?
Yeah, you gotta get a physical. So
I remember I did that when I was working at a group home. I had to take a drug test, make sure you're not on drugs.
yeah. I mean, who among us haven't done it? I've done it,
Well,
and I'm at the age now. I can just all you gotta do is say, "Here's a cup," and I'll just pee. Like it doesn't matter. I
I
could
know.
have did it 10 minutes ago. I could do it again. No
But yeah, I know, right? These days,
I'm of that age now.
yeah,
It's an
at this
thing.
age, all I gotta do is wet my lips, and I'm ready to pee. I don't have to drink a cup of water. I just wet my lip.
You just, you just wet your lips. It's an age thing. That's where I'm at now. You know, it's aging is a freakish thing. You know, I in my mind, Harry, I don't feel whatever it is, however old I am. And I was thinking about this morning because I'm like, at some point I'm gonna die, right? Like, I want to live a long time. I do, and I want to live long with all my faculties intact. You know, I don't want dementia. I don't want Alzheimer's. I don't want any of those things. I want I want a sharp mind and an agile, mobile body. That's what I want.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't worry about things like. People are looking like the Christian lady here. She says she's not gonna die. She's gonna basically graduate into her next life.
All right, whatever.
Yeah,
I know you leave it here.
I
I
don't
don't care what you call it.
I don't worry about the next life.
Listen, I'm trying to be in this life, in this moment. I don't know. I don't know what the. I don't know what's on the other side. I might not like all the people on the other side.
I mean, if you
There are some people that died that I did not like.
you're not wishing them to the wrong place, right?
I ain't wishing nobody nowhere.
Because
You know what's gonna get you to wherever you gonna go? Your life.
because you go to heaven and you see people you don't like, you're like, oh, now I gotta spend eternity here with you.
If I go to heaven and see people I don't like, I know damn well that's not heaven. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I see people sitting at the bar that I don't like after I get into pearly gates, I know I this is not the place where I want to be. That's all right. I'm going to Disco Inferno. That's where I'm at.
That's right.
I've already made my reservations. Just put my down payment. I already know. I have no redeeming qualities. I have to save 50 kids and from burning houses.
You gotta make up for everything.
I'd have to cure all the famine on the continent of Africa. I'd have to.
It's not about works, Babz.
Yeah, whatever.
It's about belief.
No, works.
All you have to do is believe.
No, you can't just believe. You have to do some stuff. You have to do some things.
Nah.
You can't just say, I believe, and then go and be a serial killer. That's not how that works.
Well,
You have to believe and act accordingly. No, you gotta do some good work.
if you're a serial killer with OCD, you can't help yourself. You just got to do it. Right? So it's an obsessive compulsive disorder.
And guess what? And guess what the law is? The law is OCD too.
It's not their fault.
The law is OCD too. The law says, I gotta do this thing. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm a little bit behind with this storm. Normally I'm ahead of this thing. But I've got so many things in front of me today. I just don't know. The paper is already put to bed, so I don't have to worry about that. But I do have to go by the office. And then I have to see my dentist at 2. I have not seen the dentist in about a year.
Oof, I haven't seen a dentist.
Well, because of the surgeries, they don't let you can't see a dentist when you've had this kind of surgery. So I'm a little bit too early to see the dentist, but I have my gums are aching on my left side. So they were like, come in, you probably need a cleaning. I was like, I know I need a cleaning,
Your
but
upper?
both, the upper and lower. Just on the left side.
Mine's hurt.
First
Where
I
my
thought I was
sinuses?
having a heart attack, Harry, because that's a sign.
Really?
A throbbing in your jaw,
Oh,
on your
God.
left, and you. It's like, oh shoot. I'm like Fred Sanford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elizabeth.
This is the big one.
join you.
I was watching a marathon of Sanford and Son the other day. That no, but I haven't seen a dentist since before the pandemic. That's a long
Yeah, because
time.
they wasn't taking anybody.
Yeah,
So
only
I'm going
emergencies.
today. And I hope I don't have to have any real work done. I was like, oh, I don't really need this. But I really think it's just the cleaning because my gums were so inflamed. I was like, because I'm a every 6 months dentist cleaner person. If my insurance pays for one, I pay for the other because I like my teeth cleaned twice a year.
Yeah, I used to do it every 6 months. Now it's just
Because I'm a
I
woman of a
hate the
certain age,
dentist.
and Harry, not getting your teeth clean opens you up to all kinds of problems. So I was like, you know what? If this is all it takes to stave off some stuff, mm,
But I'm also obsessive compulsive with my flossing and stuff. So it's when I go get a cleaning, they don't got to do much work because I'm kind of sick that way. It's the same thing with my ears. My doctor tells me you have no wax at all in your ears. That's the point, right? He goes, no, you need a little
no,
wax.
you need a little wax in your ears, Harry, to keep. They're filters.
He's like, no, you gotta chill. I'm like, no. Every night I'm like, there's a
Oh
system.
oh my God. It's
Oh
funny how
yeah,
you be OCD about some things and
yeah,
not about other things.
yeah, definitely.
Like, turn your heat on in your car so you can start it from your house.
By the time, by the time I get in the shower from the little OCD things like cleaning my ears, flossing, and all of this stuff, Karen's out. Karen's completely out. She's like, this, you're crazy that way. I'm like, yeah, a little bit. I'm a little bit crazy with certain things.
Okay.
But and you're shopping, Babs. Let me tell you, I was working last night. Maybe about 10:30 last night. I was working on stuff, and I remembered the same thing. You know what? I got to do some shopping. Put in my Instacart order.
Okay, first of all, Harry, you of all people don't need to do any shopping, but okay, let's keep going.
Well, I needed milk
Really?
and
How much
eggs,
milk are y'all drinking at the house?
and also I took advantage while I was looking that they had a whole bunch of Valentine's stuff. So I did my Valentine's Day shopping too for all of my
Harry,
granddaughters.
this is how Amazon and those places will never go out of business.
Yeah. But you know what? I scheduled my delivery for 4 to 5 today. So I got to be at home by 4 for my delivery. But I did that last night around 10:30. So that's what you got to do. Just schedule your Instacart whenever. I was going to schedule it for Friday, but I was thinking Blizzard. Who knows? But that's in the night, right?
No, that's Saturday.
Okay. But it doesn't start Friday into Saturday?
No, it's gonna start Saturday morning. Like it's gonna be an all day event.
Oof.
So you got time today, tomorrow to
Yeah.
do some stuff before. I mean, you'll get a little bit of dusting in the morning, but you got time tomorrow. Because I'm going to a dinner party tomorrow night. So, because we were playing it by ear, and I was like, I watched, like, no, it's not going to start till Saturday. I was like, okay, I make my dinner party.
Instacart is your friend, Babs.
I know that's
Unless
what Markeisha said. I have not used it yet.
Instacart
What
is
do?
your
It's an
friend,
app, Harry?
but
It's an app?
you have to consider that you're spending
A lot of money.
an additional $25 to $35.
But here's the thing. I understand that because you're paying for the convenience
Right.
of not having to go and get this stuff and bring it in the house.
Right.
I'm
So you're
getting
paying for
there.
the tip. You're
'Cause
paying
guess
for the
what?
delivery
Target
fee.
delivers, Walmart delivers. Everybody has a delivery system now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean the Walmart, I think it's $100 a year to have free delivery. Like Amazon gives the 2-day delivery. Walmart basically has the same service, but you have to live in an area where they feel comfortable doing it. Like,
I do. I mean, because I see a lot of delivery on my street.
yeah. Well, in Waterbury, the Waterbury Walmart does not offer that service.
Okay.
The Naugatuck Walmart does offer the service, but they won't deliver to Waterbury. So what I do is I order from Walmart and I just go and park in the, the designated spot, and they bring it to my car. So that's good too, but I prefer for, stuff to get delivered.
Wow. Yeah, I love all this delivery stuff. And I see them out in the stores. When I'm in the stores, I was like, why are all these people doing all this shopping? And then I realized, oh, they're the shoppers for the things. And they be dead serious, Harry. They have their list and they be dead serious.
Yeah, I mean, it's a business. I was watching, there was an article, I think last week, about Door Dashers and Uber people who are making over $100,000 a year doing that. So it's a serious business, and you want to get those 5 stars and all, the ratings. And I'm a nice person. I'm not gonna give you lower than a 4 rating, even if you mess up a couple of things. It's when you go to Stop and Shop and you say, oh, they didn't have half of my order. That's the stuff that drives me crazy, because I know Stop and Shop is gonna have those certain things, the general items. And I really wish Instacart would allow you to pick your shopper. That would be
shopper.
Yeah, pick your shopper. Like, there's
Harry,
this old lady that every once in a while I get, and she goes and she really shops like it's her. She goes, she checks the vegetables, you could tell it's with care. My stuff comes and it's like she was shopping for herself. But then you get the young guys who leave like 5, 6, 7 things off the list and say, oh, they didn't have it. No, the old lady would have found it. So
that might be a good retirement job for me, Harry. Do I have to deliver it, or can I just shop it and take it to the outside and somebody else picks it up?
No, you have to basically put it on the front steps. But the
I
food,
don't want to do that.
but the food delivery, like the DoorDash stuff, that you could that's easy. You're just taking the food to the door, or they come out. That I get an old couple delivers my food from time to time too, and they
that would be a fun thing. You and Karen could do that.
Yeah, they pull up in a Mercedes Babz, and they're delivering.
I don't know why people
DoorDash.
think people with Mercedes is rich. It costs. My first car was a Mercedes. It costs money to keep them things going.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But they're doing DoorDash to, I guess, maintain their life.
It's a legitimate job. Listen, they're not out there hustling drugs. You know what I mean? Like, they're not delivering packages for the cartels. They're honest to God making money. My daughter's DoorDash and Uber periodically.
Yeah.
And they're very thoughtful. Like, they don't do it late at night. They don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, they do it. I was like, that's very thoughtful. Because, people are crazy.
No, I know people who do it also, and they make good money. And you're not on all the time. You get to choose when you're on, right? So
yeah.
So it's like,
my ex-husband is Ubering or lifting. He's a Lyft. I think he's one of them.
Oh,
He's
I'm
retired.
I'm a Uber and Lyft driver too.
Well, he just retired from the railroad, and I think he was just bored at the house. So, and he likes to drive. Like, he is a driver guy. He likes to drive.
That's why I signed up.
So he likes the purpose of it. So so he does it. I was like, you driving? He picked up on one of our daughters a couple of months back. Brianna Kennedy was like, guess who was my Lyft driver? I said, who? Dad. I said, did you give him some stars? Did you tip him? I wouldn't tip him. I'd be like, damn you, I'm not tipping you a damn thing.
Well, and you might have to be my first Uber drive, because maybe when I'm in New Haven, I'll call you and say you got to go somewhere. Babz?"
That's not how that works, Harry.
This way, I can get my first passenger in
Well, you gonna drive me around the block and make me get out?
3 years later.
I don't know. I don't even know why you signed up for that.
I don't know why I haven't gotten a 5-star review yet.
I don't know why either. I don't know. Maybe you're doing the ghost run.
I
Yeah, you
guess.
picking up ghost.
I guess, but also, I mean, this stuff has become dangerous for in certain areas of the country.
Yeah, Harry. And people
So
got to pay attention to the drive, like people getting into different cars. I mean, I have pulled up places when I had my Traverse, and I remember a young lady jumped in the back of my car, scared. I was scared and she was scared. And she realized, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize my car door was open. She just jumped in and she wasn't even paying attention. She had her phone in her hand and then she must have looked up and I looked at her. She scared the mess out of me. I was like, why is she in my car? Up there by Claire's, up downtown. Downtown, Harry. I was looking for some place to park. So I was like holding and she jumped in my car thinking I was her lift, her ride.
no,
Scared the
I mean it
crap out of
happens
me.
all the time because I get waved at in the street, like waved down, and it's like, and I'm waving at them, and then as I drive by them, they're like, "What the hell? Are you here to pick me up?" Like,
That's why you gotta check everything. You gotta check the license plate. You gotta call them by their name and see who they are. You gotta do those steps.
yeah, I mean
Cause I
it
love the service, Harry. I love the idea of
it
it.
is.
But criminals get involved. If I was a young woman when I was a young woman back in the day, we had a service like that. Where I could go hang out with my friends and then take a Uber or a Lyft home, because taxis are hard to come by in this town.
No, I mean it is hard, and I was reading that the Dashers and the Uber Eats people, they've been getting carjacked when
Oh man.
they go to deliver the food because they just leave their car
Oh
on.
yeah, yeah.
So they they come back and their car's gone.
I've been
Um,
seeing a lot of people have somebody ride with them.
yeah, or you have to. And I told a young man the other day that delivered my food because he got out his car. He left his car in the middle of the lot and he's walking around looking for the number. So I came out and I waved him down. And when he delivered my food, I said, "You can't do that. You can't just leave your car over there." He goes, "Why? It's not dangerous here." I said, "Yeah, it is. It's dangerous everywhere. Keep your head on a swivel. That's life. Keep your head on a swivel."
I've never heard that before. Keep your head on the swivel.
Yep.
This is my notebook. I gotta write that too. That's another Harryism. Oh man.
Now
Oh, here's my notebook. I'm gonna write this down, Harry. I'm not
I don't
kidding.
think that's mine.
I don't care. I heard it here. I heard it here. I didn't hear it nowhere else.
Yeah, I mean, but you have to be
Yes.
careful.
Keep your head on a swivel. Yeah, no. That's the only thing about it's always that element that like ruins the safety of it for everybody. Like, such a good concept. And then, people who want to predators want to take advantage. I was like, damn, like the poor woman that got in the car. She thought it was her Uber driver. He drives her, rapes her, kills her, and then tries to use her ATM card. And I'm like, sir, the cameras on the, you know, there are some cameras on the ATM.
That's where
They see you with her card at the ATM machine.
that's
I
where
mean,
they
he
get you.
brutally killed her, Harry. Brutally.
Yeah.
I was
Actually,
like,
when
what?
my when my debit card got stolen, at a gas station where you go swipe, they had a little device within it that was stealing card numbers. Well, the guy was brilliant enough to go to a bank in Hartford and use the ATM. And he's literally with a clone card reader taking money out of people's accounts. But you're
Wow.
on the camera, dude.
Mhm.
So half
They
your
forget about that part. I don't know
yeah,
what.
it's like half your game was brilliant, but then
And the
you gotta
rest
go
of it
take
was
cash out.
stupid. I know. This was this guy. He killed this woman, takes her car. I'm like, he kills her in his car, Harry. Blood everywhere. Go uses her card to take money out, and then goes and dumps her body somewhere, and then tries to go home and clean up his car. And I'm trying to. People must have set out on science class. You know, you just can't wipe blood away, Harry. You, for the naked eye, you don't see it, but when they come in there with that light
Now you
and
get it
that
all.
little
You get
that
it all over your
solvent,
car. You might as well just torch your car.
and hope that's enough, because the forensic people, all they need
Yeah.
is a tweezer. Harry, all they need is a tweezer to sift through the rubble, and they'll find all kinds of DNA. Them cats are serious about it. All they need is a tweezer and a magnifying glass. Harry, they are all in. I'm just telling you.
No,
I'm
I
just
know. I
telling you.
mean, but I do want to. I want to try the driving thing. Babs.
No, you don't.
I
How
really
many?
do.
Okay, year three. What is it? Starfleet log. Year three.
I really do.
Having this conversation with Harry again about, you
Maybe
know,
100,000 doing it is. That means you got to be really active, right?
100,000 what?
Because I was reading an article that's plenty of these Uber and DoorDash people making 6 digits. So you got to really be active.
Harry, you are not doing that. I don't.
Maybe maybe I'm gonna do a career change.
Harry, the minute somebody gets in your car that is stinky or has too much crap or leaves a piece of tissue, it is over.
I'll lock the doors. You ain't getting out till you clean the
You'd
back.
be like, could you spray down before you get in here, please?
Be like, I'll let you out, but you got to clean up that mess you left.
Oh my
No,
God. No, Harry, you are not doing that.
but it's an option these days. That's a good. Nobody could say that there ain't nothing for them to do, right? You
Well, if you
really
don't have a
can't.
car, you can't do it.
Well, I guess if you don't have a car. I mean, if you don't have a car, what happened to the old days where you deliver Chinese food on your bike and stuff like that?
They still do that in places. I saw somebody, you could do that with because when Margot initially signed up for DoorDash, one of those, she signed up with her bike.
Yeah, as long as it's flat ground.
Yeah, so people can do it. That would be way too much for me.
Like in Waterbury, you'd lose a lung just going up one of the hills. But I mean, over there, it's regular for people. You see people riding their bikes and running around, and I'm like, there's just no way. Going to my car sideways is enough for me. I go to my car sideways because I live on a hill. That's too much.
Oh Lord. Oh my gosh, that is
Anything in the news?
ridiculous.
Whoa, wait. There's some big news.
What? What's the big news?
Supreme Court Justice Breyer is retiring.
You know, he's 85, Harry.
He's in his Wow, they're all like 80, aren't they?
I know. Harry, I'm telling you, I know having something to do is a wonderful thing. I don't want to have to do anything at 85. I don't want to have to, you're supreme, you got to read those cases, or you have somebody read them for you, and you got to write stuff. Uh-uh.
Well, they got plenty of clerks, right? So
I don't care, Harry. You still have to show up. And so I don't.
well, you see, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she did not want to leave that
I
position,
know.
right?
This cat understands the assignment. He's like,
Yeah,
listen,
they
I gotta get out the way.
they begged Ruth Bader Ginsburg to retire under a Democrat,
I know.
and she wouldn't. I mean, she should have
I
retired
don't
under
because
Obama.
here's the thing, Harry. I don't think you know when you're gonna die. And if you feel good, right? You feel good. You're like, well, I'm up. I mean, she was weightlifting, weight training, running,
Yeah,
all that stuff until the last minute, right? I don't want to work forever like that. I don't understand what people I think because you know what, Harry? People don't have other interests and they don't have other hobbies and things that could replace what work gives them. Because you know, a job, work like that, any kind of work, Harry. You see it with people who retire, right? They retire and then 6 months they die because they don't have a plan.
yeah.
It's like, oh, they don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Let me tell you something. When I retire, Harry, I'm full-time artist. I'm full-time going to dance class. I'm full-time going to regular class, any class. I'm sitting in somebody's class. I'm sitting on the beach. I'm full-time drinking. I don't, I understand these people. I need to teach a course on how to live well. These people, why do you want to work until you're 90? I get it. It's something about work, Harry, that engages your brain. It's just really brain engagement and fellowship. You know, you go to work, Harry, there's people there who you know, who you've known, who you might like, and it's social. So that's for some people, work is their only social outlet.
Yeah.
That's not me.
It's me. It's
I know, Harry, if
definitely
you
me.
didn't come to work, I would never see you would never talk to me.
My
Never, Harry would not call me up and be like, "Hey, Babs, I was just thinking about you. What's happening? How are you?" He would
my
never,
my
I would never get that
brother-in-laws,
call.
who are, you know, in my group of best friends because we all grew up together. They say all the time, if you weren't still married to my sister, we wouldn't hear
He would
from
never
you.
talk to you. You
Yeah,
would never talk to us.
yeah. And I'm like, oh,
But
probably true.
so you understand how people work is their social interaction
Yeah,
and purpose. Do you know what I mean? If you don't have any other purpose outside of what you do, then you are reluctant to retire because you don't have anything else to do. And then there are people who retire and get right into some other thing. You know, I know people who retire and go, and it's like, I thought you retired. And then they go do all kinds of stuff, right? Busy. I want a little bit of busyness and a little bit of chillax. Do you know what I mean?
you know, I would just like to go live on a small ranch
Now
and
it's a ranch. Before it was an island.
and and raise farm animals, right?
What, Harry?
But that's it. You know, I don't want too much. I mean, I'm cool with visitors,
What
but
do you want?
not
One
frequent.
chicken and one dog? What? Farmer Harry, I don't see it.
Let me tell you, when I was in Puerto Rico and that cow at like 5 in the morning, it was worse than the rooster.
Harry,
The cow
that means
wanting
you'd
to,
have to hire somebody to run your farm because you are not doing that.
and I'd have to muzzle the cows. I mean, the cow was at my window wanting to get milk. Moo. It's like, what? Jeez, wait till people get up. Can't you wait?
That's not how that works either, Harry.
I know.
See, you've been in New York too long.
I got up and I went outside, and my father-in-law was like, "Oh yeah, she just wants to get milked.
Want to get milked,
And
and
I'm
you
like, really? At this time? Does she not know what time it is? But yeah, I would love to. You know what?
what?
I probably wouldn't want to do it, but I love seeing it. Like I was like, wow, that's really cool. I was watching him milk.
That is not the same thing as
I'm like, that's a cool life.
I want to see cows get milk. I want to see chickens eggs picked. I want to see. I just don't want to be doing it. I feel you, Harry. I have those delusions of wanting a farm. I am never going to pick anything, but I'd like to have a farm.
Yeah, right. But the idea is just a cool idea, right? To
Yes. But
live
somebody
around.
has to work it and run it. Like I don't. I just want to come out of the house with fresh biscuits and
Yeah,
lemonade.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? And have fresh milk in your refrigerator, and
Now I can't have fresh milk in my
well,
refrigerator.
you can't, right? Eggs, you can't have eggs either. So
No, I can have eggs.
you can
Eggs
have
are
eggs.
fine. Yeah, I just can't have milk protein. So
So I
yeah.
mean, it'd be interesting. You know, your farm animals would have to be, I don't know, no cows, right?
No.
Uh,
Or if they were cows, they would just be hanging out. Do you know what I mean?
but
Like,
does it? Is it just cow milk, or you can't have goat milk or
no,
anything?
I can't have
Any milk?
Mm-mm.
Oof,
I'm
that's
sure the goats and cows are happy that somebody can't kill
no. They
their
still
milk.
got they have to get rid of it. That's why the cow was
Well, yeah, for
screaming in
their
front of my window.
babies. For their babies.
Nah, that cow was like, milk me.
We gotta stop creating them, having them, create the atmosphere for them to constantly be milked. They don't have to be. It's a cycle to these things. We've just been messing with the cycle
I mean,
for our own benefit.
but the idea of animals these days, it doesn't make sense to me with the global warming side of it, right? So, are we gonna kill all the cattle so that they don't? I don't get the because they're saying stop eating hamburgers, stop eating stuff.
Well,
Okay,
what they because they want you to stop doing those things so that the producers of these things are not hyper reproducing these things.
so are we
You know, like
gonna just wipe them
they're
off the earth?
breeding, huh?
We're gonna wipe them off the earth. The
No, you just stop breeding them. Stop breeding them and let them go back to their natural cycles.
still
You
gonna
know.
have gas and everything, right?
Yeah, but if you stop breeding them at hyper levels, do you know what I mean?
So you're gonna control their population.
No, you're going to allow them to be like you and I, be on the earth without harm and without being messed with. I know. Go figure.
I don't know. I don't know if that's in the Bible.
I know.
I only do what's in the Bible. I already know a flood's not gonna kill us off. Well, that's not
Oh
true,
my
right?
God. We don't know.
You have
Well, God
tsunamis all
made the
over the
covenant.
place.
I know. But that's just a I don't know.
That's
That's you know
a
what that
one
is?
off. So God said He's not gonna
No.
kill the whole population, but every once in a
No,
while.
that's not I don't think that's God's hand. That's our hand. That's our hand of not being good stewards of the earth.
I don't know those
God is like,
underground
I'm gonna
those
give you all the
underground
earth.
volcanoes.
I'm gonna give you the earth so that
I'm gonna
you
say
can
that's
be
okay.
dominion over.
Can we say the underground volcanoes I got?
Everything is God, Harry, but I don't think God is like, oh, let me fire off this volcano to kill people. I don't. That's not the message. The Earth is an extremely beautiful, vast thing,
I
and
I think we've been reading the wrong book. Well, different books,
I
right?
think we're fine. I think we're good.
Because God did he did cause a mass extinction event, right? With the flood.
Okay.
So he did want to get rid of people.
Well, yeah, because in the early days,
And don't you think we're worse off now?
and then he was like, let me not be like that. Let me not be like that. Let me be God and give people free reign and make
Mm,
decisions according to how they want to govern themselves.
I'm gonna start a new religion, but
I know we are. We should. Listen, if they could start one, Harry, with the pasta people, the pasta strainer people, you know that religion? And it's grown. Like it's like thousands of people with this thing.
well,
Pastafarian.
listen. I get. We
I don't
should
know.
create a religion.
I'm with MLK. My religion is love. Harry's like,
What?
I don't know about that. That's too vague.
That's neither here nor there, Babz. Neither here nor there. I can't do that.
Love is not the answer.
Some people are
Love is not all
unlovable.
you need.
No, some
Oh
people are
man, Harry.
unlovable, Babz.
There's no such thing as
What?
anybody being unlovable.
Oh, come on, Babz.
Somebody somewhere can be loved. Even the most heinous among us.
What? Hitler? Lovable?
He had parents.
Well, you think his parents loved him?
He had siblings.
Look at the way he turned out. You think his
And
parents loved him?
Listen, he had a love interest. Somebody loved him, Harry.
Ah, no. Fear. There's a difference between fear and love.
Well, listen.
So
Who am I to say? I couldn't have got down with him, but you know.
now we have to create a religion based on reality, not a feeling of love.
Hey, what the hell would that look like?
I don't know.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Ooh.
Paul's like, go to the music. Go to the music. We're creating a religion.
We're creating a religion. We can take the best of all the
I don't know. I would start first off. I would make God a man. Right. So that's
my
the first
dentist
place I
just
would
texted
start.
me. My dentist just called me. They're canceling my appointment. I have to reschedule. Damn it.
Your what? Your dentist?
Yes. Damn it.
But that's happening again these days, right? So people are just canceling.
That just pissed me off. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I would just get rid of the God being a man. This is unrealistic.
I've already done that.
Yeah, it's unrealistic.
All this beauty in the world can't be a man. It can't be.
Well,
God cannot be a man. I just refuse to believe that foolishness.
hold on. And when you look at woman, the artistry that goes into a woman,
Are you saying we got better parts?
better parts, better everything,
Better parts.
better air around you, everything.
See, this is what
Everything.
I love about Harry. Harry loves women.
Oh my God.
Harry
So yeah,
loves
that's where I
women.
go, man. The guy messed up. Creation, if there's a God, he messed up a lot of things, but he didn't mess up when he came to woman.
That's true.
Best
I'm
thing
with you.
ever
You
created.
get no you get no argument from me, although there are some women who are dastardly, but few and far between.
But even even those women, I could find beauty in anything. So
I think you know what, Harry? You know what you should watch if you get a chance? Do you have Amazon Prime?
yep.
Is it Amazon Prime? The love stories from the New York Times that they set to stories. Oh, you should watch them. I think you would enjoy the irony of them and the funness of them. Some of them are quite serious and a little bit heartbreaking, but I think you would like them.
Like I was this is horrible, but and Karen was criticizing me yesterday because
Uh-oh.
with the Justice Breyer retiring and Biden said he's gonna put a
Black woman.
black woman as the new justice, right? Or that was his promise to Clyburn. Let's see if he fulfills it.
Oh no, he is. There's a nice little list.
Yeah,
Of sisters.
right. Whoa, that's exactly what I was doing. I was going through the list yesterday.
A nice list. And we're getting one in Connecticut.
Eh.
Connecticut U.S. attorney Woo!
Well, and the thing is that I was going through them, and
He was from Newhallville too.
I was just not going through their qualifications. I was going through their talent as a whole.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the sexist part of the show
Right,
comes
right.
in.
This is where Karen was saying. That's exactly what Karen was
I'm
saying.
gonna go down the rabbit hole with him. Don't be mad at me.
Karen was saying, "Why you gotta be such a pig?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not saying these women aren't qualified, but now that they've passed the qualification and they're on this list."
Lord, Black Jesus.
Anyway, so there's some really good candidates.
And they're young, right? In their 50s, which is what you want, Harry. No more picking these 70. No, let me not say that, because someday I'm going to be 70, and I don't want nobody to discount me.
If I have to go by qualifications, I'm going to go with Kruger. I was reading.
I didn't look at the short list yet.
Yeah, so, look at the list.
So I can't talk about it.
Look, everybody.
There's somebody I like, though.
Everybody who gets on the list is qualified. Right.
And they've already been vetted, right? So
yeah. And some of them are
already went through the process.
Yeah, some of them have already passed the Senate confirmation for other positions.
Yep.
So
because they've served as judges on.
Yeah. So they're qualified. Of course, you're going to hear a lot of things of people not being qualified, but that's politics, right?
You know what? I hope people don't start that foolishness. Because it's not like they picking me to come be the Supreme Court justice.
But no, but you have.
I am hella not.
They have to, Babz. That's politics. You have to fight the other side and everything.
I'm like, these people have law degrees and they've served already as judges, and I'm just saying, Harry.
And you're listening to LoveBabz LoveTalk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM. Your home for community radio. Now the question being thrown out there is whether he's gonna nominate Kamala to be the Supreme Court justice.
Why would she be? She's the vice president.
That's what I said.
I would put money on Barack Obama. I would do that. But Barack Obama's out here living his best life.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that.
He's like me, Harry. I don't want to go to work.
No, well, he does.
I done did 8 years of grade. My hair's gray severely.
Babz, but he does work.
I'm building my library. Leave me alone.
Right, he does work though. He has different foundations.
I'm not saying he doesn't work. He works.
He works.
But he's not in the public.
Right, right. Why even go through that again?
It would be a microscope up your butt every time you do something, say something, be somewhere. I'm like, he had enough of that. 8 years of that.
And why have a step down?
I don't think it's a step down.
I do think
there have been other presidents. There have been one or two presidents who have served as president and have served as Supreme Court justice.
He's the first black president. That is
you know what? Because here's the thing with us, Harry, with the world. They always want to make us work, right? Because it's that slavery mentality. If Negroes ain't working, what they doing? They being leisurely. Don't be leisurely. Well, I mean, we always carry that, right? we can't ever rest, Harry. We can't ever just chill in the backyard with our friends and cocktails. We always gotta be. Why you ain't at work? Why you don't have a job?
Did you hear Bill Maher's he I mean it's comedy, he's a comedian, but he gave a little scenario of how to get Barack back into the White House.
Why do they as a servant?
No. Barack and President Barack Obama and President Joe Biden would divorce their wives and marry each other. They'll be the first gay couple in the White House, and that would get Barack back into the White House.
I don't think that's how that works. Because if it did, Republicans would do it.
Well, that's what he was saying. He was saying, let's beat the Republicans at their own game.
If they didn't have such hatred for the gay community, they would already have.
Yeah, but right. They can have resentment and everything, but if it would give them more power,
Well,
they would jump at it.
they're having great success with gerrymandering. They're having
No,
great
but
success with voter suppression. That seems to be the key. They seem to be enjoying that track.
uh,
So you know what?
so just like
Let
I said
Barack
about
Obama have some free time.
just like I said about Barack, he's the first black president. He's bigger than life, right? So this guy is. Why would you step down to be a Supreme Court justice? It's the same thing for me with Kamala. She's the first black female vice president. Period. So,
Yeah.
but the first black female vice president. Why would you step down?
Well, skill sets are transferable. So I'm not,
No.
I'm not mad about it.
No, for me,
I wouldn't.
it's a ploy to
I
get
just
her
think
out of running for president.
Well, that's always going to be the case, because white men and some black men think that men ought to run the world, and they can't abide it, even though all other countries have already done it. But they just can't abide it, Harry. They just can't abide it. They just can't abide it.
You
Something
think we're
women
still there that women can't run stuff? Really?
Oh no! I think women ought to run every damn
No,
thing.
no, I'm
But
saying you think
there are forces out there that
you think
believe
the
that
the
men
United
should've-
States is still sexist in that manner?
Oh God, yes.
I
Have you
mean,
seen all these little conversations? I mean, there are women out there, Harry, who don't think women should be in leadership roles. That's not the place for them.
well, whatever.
And I'm thinking, ooh.
That's insane. That
It is. It is.
I just it makes no sense. I mean,
It makes none. But you know what?
All right.
It doesn't make any sense.
we're gonna take a quick.
And then we're gonna come back with the word on the street,
Yeah.
baby. What
Yeah, I
is
gotta
the
set
word
it
on the
all
street? I can't wait to see what the word on the street is today.
Uh,
It's a little later than we usually are, people, but trust and believe it's going to be 9:40 every day. We're going to have them at 9:40 so that we have some real continuity, because I know people are like, where the hell is word on the street? It's coming up at 10:15.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know where they are.
940 is actually a perfect pocket right there.
It is. It is. It's a perfect pocket. That's the sweet spot.
Yep. And so, like I said, you've been listening to LoveBabz Love Talk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. And we will be right back.
Yes, we will.
gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. Leaving on my crib, just minding my shit, so the lights in the mirror seatbelt went click. I'm innocent, my paper's legit, but that wasn't gonna stop him from giving me shit. He's walking to my door, tapping on my glass, telling me his reasons for what he called fast. Doesn't matter, got no time to stress. Can somebody be my witness? Frustrated, irritated while I'm sitting in court looking at the jury, feeling no support. My lawyer telling me to take plea. I can see the judge's eyes saying I should agree, but that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. Left my girl home, now I'm rolling on my own. No shame that I pregame, secrets how to save. That's just how I do, and my friends do. But now I'm clubbing like a fool. Supermodel shaped like a Coke bottle, killer smile like a style, all the fellas going wild. Let's connect, I detect what she expect. This is something I regret, from my pocket she's a threat. Here she comes.
Hey, what's up?
What you think? Did she just wink? Stay focused. What's your name?
Buy me a drink?
That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. 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 That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. Owe me money? Pay up. Hot for me? Please stop. Wanna ride? Pay for gas. Broke fools? Kiss my. Pay for dinner? Can't do. Now you mad? Who's you? Act sick? Got the cure? Fake people? Move it off. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real big problem.
Take a train. But if I've got to walk, you know I'm going just the same. Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women out there hanging around. I'm gonna get me one. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, all things. part of the day. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, Love Talk. The best part of the day is word on the street. What is the word on the street today? It's our new segment that we are just digging. This is segment number 3. I'm so excited and delighted to do it because I have learned something every time we've been on the street. Who's out there today?
You know, who is out there? Oh, you know, it's Maya again. Maya
Oh, I love Maya McFadden.
and Nora.
Nora. Maya and Nora. It's like the Thelma and Louise of the journalistic world. Lucy and Ethel of journalism. Oh, this
Sorry,
is
I was
radio. should be
sorry, I was
saying
talking to
something.
Paul.
I'm sorry. I saw Paul's hand go across. I was like, whose hand is that?
You know, you know, when you're in the studio, everybody talks to you. So
I know. Oh, I know. I used to do my show. People walk by and say hi and try to hold conversation. I was like, I'm live on the air. Like, people can hear you. Listening. So, favorite part of my day, word on the street. Where they at? Where they at today? I can't wait to see where they are. God knows.
I don't know. I hope they're not waiting for a new link. It's the same link, Maya and Nora. If you're listening,
Did you tell them? You have their phone. You could text them that it's the same link.
well, you know, my phone's. Oh, there they go. They're coming in
You
now.
see 'em? Oh, they're coming in now. Uh-oh. Best part of your day is word on the street, people. Best part of your day. With Maya and Nora. I don't know where they are today. God knows.
Hold on before you start.
And they sideways.
I know that.
Turn yourselves up. Turn yourselves right side up. We can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear us now?
We can hear you, but you're sideways.
Okay, so we'll turn it the other way. We're
There
hoping
you go.
we wanted it to be
And there you go. You know, we got to do our little
please. I love
our little
Perfect.
thing here.
It's word on the street, people. The best part of your day. Don't miss this.
All right.
I love it. I can't wait to see what the conversation is going to be today. All right, Harry, can we get to it?
Let's get to it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's Nora and Maya here.
Hello.
Tuning into WNHH FM, LoveBabz, LoveTalk.
Yes.
So today we're at the Keefe Center on Dixwell Avenue in Hamden.
Oh, that's right there on the Hamden line. Watch out, police sit right there,
We're looking out. And we've got Jacob here to talk to us. So we're going to flip the camera onto him.
All right, Jacob, what's Jacob's story today?
So Jacob, tell us what's the word on the street?
He's frozen.
Yeah, he is. He's frozen. They're standing outside.
We did force Jacob to come outside and talk to us.
So tell us what it's like working in the cold, what you're doing today.
Yeah, what's going on in this moment right now? Why are you out in the Keefe Center parking lot?
Oh, right now I'm just unloading a truck for the Keefe Community Center for the food pantry because we help people in the town of Hampton and other surrounding towns with food and food supply for 3 days. So we help them. Well, we make bags for them and then they come by and pick up food.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Have you been
I did not know that. Is that for families or anybody? Anybody in Hamden?
Pretty much anyone in Hampton, but it's mostly for like families. So we have small families and some bigger families.
Got it. How long have you been working here?
I've been working here since March.
Okay, got it. How did you find your way to the Keefe Center? Did you grow up in Hamden?
No, I actually live in Newington, so it's like 45 minutes away.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how did you find your way here?
Through my dad, because my dad works for the town of Hampton. So,
Oh, who's your dad?
He's the finance director. For,
Curtis?
no, Larsa.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah,
We just gave him a new father.
Right.
Do you know Sharon McCain?
no, I'm sorry, I do not know.
Sharon Jones?
I mean, I'm sorry, Sharon Jones, who works there.
I know Sharon Jones.
Everyone loves Sharon.
Yeah, I like working with Sharon. She's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about so you come in every day and set up for food distribution, or?
Yeah, so I come here 3 days a week. So I'm here Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Okay,
Yeah, I come here to help set up food, and that normally goes on from Mondays and Thursdays from noon to 2 o'clock, and then on Tuesdays from 2 to 4.
got it. Could we watch you unload the truck and not help, just watch you?
Sure.
Okay, we'll follow you. Well, I think we're gonna talk as we
Do they do this, Nora and Maya? Do they do this every day? Does he do this every day, or is this how often do they do this?
Wait, just to check in, can you hear Jacob now? We want to make sure the mic is working.
Oh, you're asking us if we could hear him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could hear him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So he's saying he comes in Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay.
And those are also the days that the food distribution is open.
Yeah.
It's only 3 days a week.
Correct.
Yeah.
So where do they get food from, Nora? Where does he get the food from? Where do they get
Yeah, so what's the story of where the food actually comes from?
We mostly get our food from either donations or from the Connecticut Food Bank.
Got it. Okay. Any other questions? Babz?
I want to know, do you like ever spend time in Hamden? Is there like any spots you hang around, or do you just
Yeah.
go right back home?
No, I pretty much go right back home.
Okay.
Mm. So what have you learned so far about what hunger looks like in Hamden based on this job? Right? Because you're giving out food to serve.
Are lines like out into the street? Or are they pretty short?
Yeah, what is
or
the
it a
need
lot of
looking like?
people?
It really depends. Sometimes we get a lot of people. Some days, sometimes it's shorter. So typically Tuesdays are later days, so it's really short, max like 20 people. And then Mondays and Thursdays are normally our bigger days.
Okay.
Got it.
Do Babz and Harry have any questions?
Yeah.
How long have you been? You said you've been doing this for what? Couple of years? No.
I've only been here since last March.
Okay.
Last
Yeah.
month, yeah.
Are you a student or are you?
Yeah, how old? You look young.
Yeah, so I'm 21 and I go to Springfield College.
Okay.
I know Springfield College. That's a hike.
Yeah, but I just do fully online for right now.
So what do you focus in school? Or are you still figuring that out?
So I'm majoring in human services, and I'm yet to find out what kind of career I want to do with that degree.
But how do you like working at the Q Center?
Oh, I
What's
love
the
it.
yeah,
It's great working here.
community oriented?
Yeah, very community oriented.
Who's your favorite employee at the Q Center?
I love employees at the Q Center. I don't
Good.
Regulars who come in, or is it always new people who are picking up food?
Well, typically people have appointments, and it's once a month. But I've been working here for a few months now, so I see the regular people, and I recognize them, and they recognize me, and they talk to me about their life stories and what's going on. So I enjoy that, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And do you have any people coming in alongside you to get out of the cold as well, or they're just people looking for a warm place to stay? In the Keep Center, I think the Keep Center is supposed to be a warming
Oh
station.
yes, so
Right?
I also work the warming centers, so I do
Okay.
Saturdays and Sunday nights from like 7 at night to midnight.
Okay, so just
Wow.
You're down here a lot.
Yes.
yeah.
That's a lot. So how much food can people get? Like what is the average? What is it? Basket, box, bag? What does it look like?
Do we go in and take a look? Would that be interesting to the viewers?
For the warming center, there's not really much stuff set up, but for food and stuff, like we give them dinner, so hot meals, and it's pretty much whatever the community soup kitchen,
Right.
like down the road,
Right.
they give us. It varies. A lot.
So they're getting meals and not
Yeah.
groceries, or they're getting both?
So
or what's
for-
up?
Okay, so for the food pantry, they get like groceries. It's a 3-day supply, and for warming center, they get hot meals for dinner, and then since they're here overnight, they get breakfast in the morning before they head out.
Okay,
cool.
got it.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what made you decide to major in human services? What
I just like helping people. Every job I've had, it's always been working with kids or working with people.
Mm. Babz, Harry?
So what have you learned? What have you learned about what have you learned about the human condition working at this place? What have you learned? And what has surprised you about what hunger looks like in Hamden?
Deep questions.
That's a great question. Can you repeat it one more time?
What have you learned? What have you learned that you didn't know prior to working here?
I've learned a lot, but I don't really know how to answer your second question about what hunger looks like in Hamden.
Yes.
Well, I mean, has your job confirmed your choice in what you're studying, or has it made you think about switching it up and going after another career?
Well, it's definitely made me confirm my choice, and I like working here, and it also helps me with my major, so that's an added plus.
What kind of things do you hear from folks who are coming by and happy to actually find a place where they can receive, food, resources?
Interesting conversations.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, yeah, I get a lot of interesting conversations. I mean, most of it is just like their day-to-day lives, or just pretty much what's going on with their day, or if they have like any job opportunities coming up, like like they just talk to me about it and how excited they are, and they ask me to pray for them that they get a job opportunity.
So you have a lot of regulars too.
Oh,
who
yes.
Well.
A lot of regulars.
So how many people come to the warming center? How many people can you hold, and how many people actually come?
I don't know how much the capacity is, but for the 2 weeks that I have been doing the warming center, it's varied. The lowest it's been was 8 people. Highest it's been was 11 people so far.
Yeah. And I think it's the only warming shelter or station in Hamden, right? So it's all on you, Jacob.
That I do not know.
I'm pretty sure of it. So,
Jacob, you look like you're freezing. You need a coat, boy.
Very cool out here.
do you feel like I'm harming Jacob? But yeah, word on the street is that it is cold.
Yeah, it is
It's
cold.
cold in Hamden. It's cold everywhere. So, so how long does the warming center open till? I would imagine until mid-February or late February.
Until I believe February 28th.
Okay. Okay. That
So
makes
through
sense.
the end of the month.
I'm
That's up
wondering
there, 20 days of
personally,
February.
like what kinds of things, what other things are you interested in besides like volunteering or just helping? Do you do anything exciting or?
Any hobbies?
For right now, I work this job and I work another job, so it's pretty much just school and working 2 jobs.
Is
What's
the
your other
job
job?
similar or?
No, so my other job is in Plainville at a indoor sports facility. It's called All Access Sports. It's fairly new, but I just help set up for practices and birthday parties on the weekends. So
Do
Got
you
it.
play sports?
I used to. I played soccer up until my senior year of high school.
Oh, cool.
Got it.
So,
Any,
so Jacob, do you have a social life? We want to know that.
that's the big question.
Yeah, I still find time to fit in my social life, and I do get that question a lot.
I would imagine you drive.
Is you working a lot, son.
Yeah, he's all about the hustle.
Of course.
Okay, any final questions before we let Jacob
Well,
go?
Jacob,
ask-
what do you,
go ahead, Babz.
Jacob? What do you want people to know about the work that you do? What do you want people to know about the services the Keefe Center provide? I mean, you're not speaking for them. I understand that, but what do you want from a human perspective? What do you want people to know about people who show up here?
There's a lot of services that the Keefe Center offers for people, and they pretty much can help with whatever they need here.
All right. So now, do you have any type of interesting story that, the catalyst that made you want to help people? What is it in your life that said, you know what, this is where I need to go with my life? Because personally, me, I don't want to help anyone.
and that's so not true. But go ahead.
Just like volunteering. That's just start off volunteering, just doing stuff that I liked, and just made me realize how much I like helping people.
So you don't have any personal story that led you to wanting to help anyone?
No,
You
I
don't-
don't have it.
You don't want to share.
Well,
That's
your
okay.
parents should be very proud of you, young man, and I hope they are.
Yeah, they are proud of me.
That's good.
We're proud of you too, Jacob. So the word on the street today is cold in Hamden, and the Keefe Center is providing warmth.
And hustle, because he's all about the hustle. He's working all over the place.
Let him go inside because he looked like he's about to die.
Yeah, he looks like a pop. He looks like a popsicle.
Thank you, Jacob. We
Yeah.
appreciate you coming
Take
out.
care.
Jacob for the word on the street.
Okay, cool.
Okay, back to you, Babz.
All right. Oh, so Maya and Nora, before y'all go, how was the
Yeah.
hot dogs in the Georgia Hot? I gotta know.
They were good.
They were really good.
We just had a Georgia hot, right?
We just had a Georgia hot. Maya said it was spicy.
It is spicy.
You said it was spicy.
We did get what, mustard and sauerkraut?
We got mustard and sauerkraut. We split it. And you know what? We felt good for the rest of the day. That was the most.
It wasn't that bad eating it that early.
Yeah, I felt nourished. I didn't eat breakfast, so hot dogs at 10 a.m. is better than no hot dogs. That's my.
Well, yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that y'all stopped by the Keefe Center, because I had no idea all that was going on. The warming center, the food distribution. That's a wonderful thing. And you found a cute guy.
Yeah, Jacob. Jacob says thank you. And there's a cute top in the background.
Thank you, Maya and Nora, for the word on the street from Hamden this morning. I appreciate y'all.
Word on the street.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye, babies. They are so adorable.
Well, you know,
That was good,
They-
Harry. I had no idea.
they are so giddy, and Babs is. It's not something that they're faking. When they come into the office, it's all about the giggling.
Well, because they're joyous. They have a lot
Yeah.
of joy in their spirit,
Yeah,
which
I
is
mean
nice.
they're pretty cool.
So the Keefe Center, that was pretty good. And to find somebody in their age cohort that is like doing that stuff is pretty cool. So, and Jacob, thank you, Jacob, from all of us over here, because he like he was about to die. But you know, these young people don't like coats, Harry. They'll wear a hoodie to the bitter end.
Yeah, kind of the same way.
Like put on a coat. You can put a coat over your hoodie, it'd be all right.
But the thing is that you're not gonna stay in the cold, right? So you're going from the car to your house, from the car to
know.
your job.
I know.
I never understand when I'm side by side with somebody in traffic, and they look like an Eskimo driving a car. It's like, what are you doing? That can't be comfortable.
I have my coat on in the car sometimes. So I had no idea the Keefe Center was doing food distribution, and I did not know they were a warming place for Hamden. So that's good to know, so that people can make their way there, because these next couple of days are going to be brutal. And I wonder what happens on snow days, Harry. Like this big snowstorm on Saturday, they can't turn those people out. You know, right? Like they got to come in and be in until.
Yeah, they gotta be. So they have to have like a plow that's designated for there, because if there's gonna be a lot of snow, people have to be able to walk in.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
and by the way, Babs, you're probably gonna get a lot worse here than in Waterbury.
I don't know, Harry. Waterbury seems to be the
No, but
basin.
I was looking at the numbers.
I know, 'cause we
New
have
Haven's gonna get
coastal.
hit.
We might not. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, Harry. You know why? Because I'll be in the house, and my car will be covered. So I won't even care. I just got to go out today and get provisions. and I rescheduled my dentist appointment for Monday, so that's pretty good.
It's your chance to use Instacart.
I know.
You know
No,
what?
I need to go in the store because I don't really know what I want. So I'm gonna go in the store. I'm gonna go into Stop and Shop. I'm not gonna run to all the stores that I normally go to. I'm just gonna hit Stop and Shop and then Wine Thief. That's my run today, Harry. Wine Thief and Stop and Shop. That's
Oh,
it. And maybe Edge of the Woods too, because I need some particularly vegan things.
well, I already hit up Stop and Shop
I'm sure.
at 10:30 last
I'm
night.
sure you're ready for 20 storms.
At 10:30 last night, so they'll be delivering at 4 o'clock today.
Yeah.
So
So that means you got what time you leaving? You just leave there at 3 o'clock. You'll be home in time.
yeah, I'm probably gonna leave like 2:30 from here. So
Okay, give
I'll
yourself
be
some
good.
room, some time just in case the highways and byways.
This traffic stuff ain't no joke.
Oh, I know. It ain't listen. Listen. And we're building so many apartments in this town. I can imagine what the traffic is going to be like once these places get filled and people with their cars.
Yeah, I mean, and lately there's been a lot of tractor trailer accidents. It's just like ridiculous these days. So a lot of people are now either taking the back roads. Like I came in through 313 today.
Uh-huh.
But it was a lot of people who got off with me, and I'm like, man, everybody's catching on to the secret. Don't stay on the highway. But but then we got behind all of these school buses.
Kids got to go to school, Harry. They
Insane.
got to go to school. I
Yeah,
know
I know.
parents are like, can we just get one more day in? Can we can we get one more day in?
Well, and the snow's coming Saturday, right? So
Yeah,
there'll be
all day
school Monday.
Saturday.
There'll be school Monday. More than
Yeah, there'll
likely.
be school Monday.
And
Yeah,
then
they'll
they
be have it all plowed out by Sunday.
then they said like by Thursday of next week there's gonna be a thaw, right? So it's gonna be 45 or 50.
Oh, I love that.
It's gonna be crazy.
We're becoming Virginia. Hey, listen, if this is all the snow that we get, I'm happy.
Well,
That's it. No more snow.
the cold has been
The cold is too much, I
yeah,
think.
it's been crazy.
It's too much cold. I can't abide it, but but when they have the warm-ups, it makes it a little bit more bearable. Just saying.
Yeah.
So you know what? And I say this with all sincerity. I am grateful that I'm not trying to figure out where to be to get out of the cold.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad I don't have little children that I got to figure that out with too. I'm just so to the folks who are trying to figure out what to do and be someplace warm with their kids and family, my heart goes out because that can't be easy. That cannot be easy.
No, it has to be. You have to feel like the world is ending when you can't. You're traveling with your kids from stop to stop, hoping that somebody, especially, these days there's so many people. There's so many people who need help. And you're either looking for a bed or shelter or something like that. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I hope.
shelters, if they get full, right? So
Yeah, they get full.
they get full.
And you just hope there's enough space for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. So I know my church, which is now becoming an apartment complex on corner of Whitney and Cold Spring, but Church of the Redeemer, we were part of the Abraham tent, where churches specifically around the city would take turns during these cold times of housing homeless men. And I think we would have room for like 20 at a time. And we would run an overnight shelter, for a week, and we would provide dinner, snacks, breakfast, and activities. Like if if somebody, we keep books on hand, checkers, chess, and movies. And I'd done it for a few years running. I'd go and do the evening shift from like 7 to 11. So you sit with the men, so that somebody would be there. So you could have conversation. You could watch a movie with them. You could, you know, and it was just so. You really get to understand that these are just people who are down on their luck momentarily. Do you know what I mean, Harry? Like these folks are just trying to catch a break.
No, definitely. I mean, I worked at a homeless shelter in right off of 8th Avenue, in the city over there in New York, and it was a homeless shelter for a woman. And it's amazing the people who fall hard on luck, right? So it's just you sit down and you talk to people, and some people are freaking brilliant, and it's amazing how some of them live the big life, and all of a sudden life
A
changes.
bunch of circumstances. Yeah. We're all a paycheck or two away from disaster. I mean,
Definitely.
I can only speak for myself, but I know what it's like to like you can't make your rent, or you can't. I mean, not my rent, but well, yeah. I remember being a young woman and having challenges with rent, but I remember those days when I was like, I knew I couldn't make my mortgage payment, and the fear and the anxiety and the weight of that. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Because your circumstances change, and you're like, oh.
And let me tell you, so much has changed for women, because a lot of the women that I used to deal with in the shelter were women that their husbands put in those positions, right?
Yeah, that's the fastest growing homeless population.
Yeah, and
women who are divorced or
And
widowed.
It's amazing. It's amazing how you listen to these stories, and it's like, oh my God, it's like it should be illegal for men to be able to. The woman keeps everything, keeps the home and everything, and she's less valued for being home and taking care of everything. And then when the man decides he gets up and leaves, he gets up and he leaves. And she's left.
And all the money goes with him.
Yeah, and she's left with nothing. And it's like, that should be illegal. It should be illegal to actually destroy somebody's life like that.
Yeah. And there's a whole movement, Harry, about financial insecurity and when marriages end.
Yeah.
Right? The hiding of assets and the withdrawing of money and not being truthful about what you have earned together. And it takes a lot of money to hire an attorney that is skillful in doing the forensics around looking where the money is and the allocation of money, and if you have kids, and there are men who don't want to pay child support, don't feel like they should pay child support.
Yeah, they destroy lives. I mean, they destroy the whole family. It's like, and then I've never understood it. I love my kids. I love my kids. I would never disappear from their lives. So I don't understand how you could be 8 years into a marriage with kids and then just ghost your whole family.
Yeah.
How do you do that? What kind of human being are you?
It's tough. We see it all the time. Fighting, mean. I was like, gosh.
No,
I get it.
Definitely. I remember when I used to do payroll. You remember Chapel Square Mall?
Yes, I used to run Casual Corner.
Yeah.
I used to be the manager of Casual Corner in Chapel Square Mall.
So when the Chamber of Commerce was managing Chapel Square Mall, I used to do their payroll. And I remember having to garnish the wages of some guy who was behind on his child support. And the guy, I remember, he came up to me. He accused me like it was my decision to garnish his wages.
Like I have a personal stake in this.
I know. And he told me, if you're gonna garnish my wages, I quit. And I was like, what? Dude, you're gonna quit your job? You've been here, like 6 years. You're gonna quit your job because you gotta pay child support? He looked at me, he said, yes. And he quit his job the next day.
Wow.
And I just don't get that. And there's plenty of men like that.
Oh, listen. The courts are filled with them.
A lot of them will go and work off the books just so they don't have to pay.
So they don't have to pay. I was fortunate. My ex-husband would pay his child support. Like he was good about that. It just wasn't enough. But I never had to chase him down. We never had to argue about it. He went to the courts and said, this is how I want to set it up. I want it set up, so that she doesn't have to worry about when I'm going to pay her or give her money, So, he did that initiative because he didn't want it to be an issue. And he had already been married before and was paid, had paid child support. So.
No, yeah. And the weirdest thing is the woman who won't give up the information on the father of the babies and stuff like that. They still protect the man from stuff, and it's like, it's all really bizarre for me because I'm a serious family man, right?
I know, Harry. I know how serious you are.
My kids and my grandchildren, they mean everything to me. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I think 2 nights ago, my daughter's husband was on a trip to Tampa Bay, and my daughter heard a bang in her house. Right, she had put the girls to sleep and everything, and she calls me, Dad, I heard something bang on the door downstairs. And I stood on the phone with her for about an hour. So until she felt comfortable, and she's it's a Second Amendment home, by the way. So, she was with me on the phone and she walked around. She was
like, I'm ready.
she was ready. It's a Second Amendment home. So she walked around, but until she felt comfortable enough to go to bed herself, I stood on the phone with my daughter.
Because it probably could have been a raccoon or a cat.
Could be anything.
Some old mess. It's loud. They're loud.
Yeah, So and if Dad had to get into the car, I would have gotten into the car and went over that.
Well, how about this? 911 first, Dad. Before you get in your car, go over there. Call 911 before you go over there, so that they'll be there before you get there.
I was pretty sure it was nothing. She has.
I know, but it's a new house, and you're just getting used to the new house. You've been there. You hear something that you don't know, you're not familiar with, because it's a new space, and you got to learn it. And
that's what it is. She's not comfortable there yet in that neighborhood.
Yeah, she doesn't probably know anybody just yet. And
her, I think it's the first trip that her husband's taken since they've been in that house.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh my God, I'm still calling my dad for stuff. I'm like, that's what I'm here for.
And you will forever and ever and ever, girl. Forever and ever and ever. Let me tell you. So, all right. Well, we got through another day. We're back tomorrow. Tomorrow, Harry, I have the sister.
All right, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch seats real quick. Go ahead. You could keep talking.
I got the sister from Fires in the Mirror, the actor. She's coming on tomorrow morning at 10:15, and we're gonna talk about, her acting career and this particular production. and how she stepped into that role. So tomorrow, she is my guest, and I'm so delighted to have her on. Her name is let me give you her whole name, Clotilde L. Horn. She actually is a singer, and an actress, educator, and theater maker. So she's from San Diego, California. She'll be here tomorrow, and I can't wait to talk to her. So about Fires in the Mirror and how she's got ready for it and how she's feeling about it. So.
And tomorrow,
all right, Harry.
and tomorrow we'll be in our regular spot for Word on the Street.
9:40 people, 9:40 Word on the Street. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to see where we are tomorrow. I love the surprise. I really do.
And it's going to be different. Tomorrow we have a different reporter chiming in. So
I don't want to say who it is.
Yeah.
Y'all just have to tune in and catch it.
right.
And thank you to Maya and Nora. They are such brave women. I'm
Yeah.
here in the cold. Woo! I'll see you tomorrow,
All right.
y'all.
See you tomorrow, Babz.
Okay, Harry. Go get your viewing work done.
Babz, why you putting me on blast?
Because I gotta save your life.
All right, you've been listening to LoveBabz Love Talk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM. Your home for community radio.